Film family, Chicks Flicks News coming at you. This is huge. Last video we went over how The Rock essentially holds the creative direction that Black Adam in where the franchise goes, and we covered that he definitely wants to be pit up against Zack Snyder's Justice League. He's definitely interested in that, I think, style and that just that grounded universe that Zack Snyder's created. You look at different properties, and I'm sure The Rock definitely wants Black Adam to be something that sets itself apart from other comic book movies that have come out. And seeing what Snyder has done with his universe, I think he is just floored and really just wants to be part of that. He knows it's something special. So I think the more he tries to get it in that direction, who knows where it's going to go. But if we're reading that he really wants that I mean, he's got the final say, so Warner Brothers can't really do anything in that regard. So I'm sure there's conversations being had. I'm sure there are more than one route that can be taken. So it's just exciting to hear that somebody like that is for it, and really to hear that he wants to be part of that is super cool, super exciting. So we don't know what's down the road. Only time will tell. So that's what we covered in the last video. Today I want to go over a few things. Screen Rant came out with an article, I think within the last day or so, just talking about kind of numbers to do with HBO Max, and how at the ending week of when Zack Snyder's Justice League came out, the ending week of the 28th, there was really a surge of a 64% increase from app downloads for HBO Max, and that comes out to about 1.48 million more downloads for the platform, again, toward the ending week of the 28th. So Zack Snyder's Justice League had a lot to do with that, without a doubt, for increasing subscription use. So that's great. So continue to stream it if you're able to. If you haven't watched it, watch it for sure. Comment below, and we'll share a conversation. Hopefully it'll make a fan out of you. So that's what we're really hoping to see, more increase on the streams for Zack Snyder's Justice League as it continues its HBO Max run. I'm not really sure how long it's going to be on there once it's for sale. I'm not sure what that looks like. It's an HBO Max original, so most originals are on there for good. So time will tell, and we'll see where it goes as far as once the Blu-rays and the 4Ks are out, available to purchase. That came from Apptopia. I'll link the website down below in the description. So that's huge positive energy, positive beginning for Zack Snyder's Justice League on the HBO Max platform. Plenty more stars are lending support for Restore the Snyderverse. I think just yesterday, Joe Magniel had tweeted out Restore the Snyderverse with his hashtag Deathstroke, and if you haven't seen that, check that out. Really cool. So hashtag Restore the Snyderverse, very alive and well. More and more people, myself, but more and more big people are really starting to kind of throw their support out there for it, which is huge, and it's only making the rounds at the table even more. So it's even more of a reason for HBO Max to look into restoring the Snyderverse, even if it's just on HBO Max. That's definitely going to help sustain an amount of subscribers to their platform. I think HBO Max, their biggest goal right now is to retain, to keep those who have started the subscriptions. So for a lot of those surge subscription increase, a lot of those might have just been for the Zack Snyder's Justice League. Maybe some of those even for the Warner Brothers straight to HBO Max, as well as the theaters films that they're doing. So how do they retain and keep some of those subscribers? Well, I'll tell you right now, the best way you retain an audience that you've just got is to continue to put out content that they're willing and wanting to watch, aka the Snyderverse. So I think that's going to lend even more of an argument for HBO Max to want to continue the Snyderverse, whether that's whatever that looks like. They definitely want to continue it because they're starting to gain an audience, gain subscribers for the mere fact of releasing a film that was supposed to not be never be released. So kudos to them again, and continue to share the rounds of Restore the Snyderverse. Another thing too is the Ayer Cut. We still are in hopes for getting a solid restore, really, the Ayer Cut, David Ayer's version of Suicide Squad. If you haven't been privy to that, I'm sure a lot of you have seen Suicide Squad. whatever your feelings are on it, it was definitely a movie that was divisive among fans. It performed pretty well at the box office, but it's still a little divisive. Wasn't as good as far as the reception, what they were hoping for. And I think a lot of that had to do with, at the end, had to do with coming down to the cutting room floor as far as what made it in the film and what didn't. From what I understand, it is a severely different film from what the theatrical run that came out. So again, here's another film where, because of things, micromanaging from the studio on up, some of the executives maybe wanting to interject more comedy and take some of the seriousness out of what David Ayer was trying to accomplish with that awesome, superb cast. I really enjoyed the film. I just really want to see David Ayer's version. I'm so excited to hear that there was a lot that he intended to make it in the film that didn't make it in the film. I'm sure, and if you haven't, there's plenty of interviews after the fact, especially with Jared Leto, talking about how a lot of his scenes didn't make the cutting room floor and didn't make it into the film. So I really want to see more. I know there was more Joker in that movie. There's no way that with FaceTime, what was like 7 minutes or something with him in it. So there's way more. There has to be way more of the Jared Leto in there. And I really think that after the reception of Zack Snyder's Justice League and seeing Jared Leto's Joker again, I think there's definitely a kind of an urge for people to want to see, oh, well, what could have been in the Ayer cut. So if we are on this road of restoring the Ayerverse, the first place they would have to start would be with David Ayer's Suicide Squad. So really looking forward to help support and be part of that movement. Snyder family, we all continue to rally behind this movement. And if you're on this channel, if you've watched any of these videos, you know that that's what we're all about here. But it's all about family love and support. So really looking forward to some of the news that's coming out, breaking around David Ayer, around Zack Snyder, around the idea of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson being able to kind of manipulate or have a little control, a little say on what happens with his franchise. Obviously, he has kind of total control from what I understand. So we're really looking forward to that. Today, Godzilla's just dropped on HBO Max, and I want to kind of address a couple things. I've been reading a few articles. I don't know how much truth there is to them about the Snyderverse fans kind of dragging down the ratings or reviews for Godzilla and Kong. And that's just not right. I don't think as a film fan that's something that we should be doing. If you're a Zack Snyder fan and you love Zack Snyder's Justice League, don't go around and bashing other films for the hopes of getting a restored Snyderverse. Listen, if we're going to get this, we got to be patient, and it might be a little bit of a long haul, but it can't be as long as what we've just gone through over the last 4 years waiting for this film to get released. They're all united here. Let's continue to stay like-minded and united here and on the platform, on YouTube, on social media. So definitely looking forward to seeing the Godzilla and Kong and Godzilla. So I will kind of let you know what I thought about it. I really enjoyed Godzilla, and I even more so enjoyed King of the Monsters, which was, in my opinion, like 5 steps up from the first one. I enjoyed the first one. Obviously, there's quips here and there, but the second one, the King of the Monsters, was great. Skull Island, I'm really looking forward to seeing them bridge those two, these two giant kaiju together in the Godzilla and Kong movie. So, but don't go around and bashing it for the sake of bringing down another film. As film fans and as a Chicks Flicks fan, I really enjoy these movies, and I'm not going to bash a certain movie just because a company decided to make a couple crooked calls. We can pray for them and we can be patient. Zack Snyder showed an excellent amount of all of that over the last 3 years, 4 years, that he really just was patient. He did the right thing. He didn't lash out as every opportunity that he had. I mean, you would think that somebody that had just gone through everything that he went through, you'd be ready to bash the company that did that to you, but he didn't. He really kept his cool and kept his calm. And as Snyder fans, we need to do the same thing. We need to be loving, we need to keep our cool, and we need to be calm. So continue to support, I think, the hashtag Restore the Snyderverse. Keep jumping on the bandwagon. If you've enjoyed any of these videos, please like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate all the support from all of you that have continued to watch some of this content. So stay tuned for more updates. We're definitely going to let you know what I thought of the Godzilla and Kong movie. Hopefully by tonight, maybe tomorrow, we'll put up a short video. So stay tuned. And again, like, share, subscribe, and we will see you guys. Be well, be blessed, and we'll see you later.